Good morning, friends. I hope everyone is doing well, and I request everyone to watch my videos in a sequence for better understanding. In this video, I want to discuss the conversion procedure or steps in epsilon NFA to NFA. Now, this epsilon NFA to NFA conversion, even call it as Thomson construction. Now, whenever we are converting an epsilon NFA to NFA, please remember these 3 points. The first point is no change in the initial state. So, which state is acting as an initial state in the epsilon NFA? The same state will act as an initial state in the NFA also. No change in the total number of states. Why I am stressing this point is that if when we discussed about the conversion of NFA to DFA, the number of states in the DFA may increase or may not increase. In NFA, if you have 3 states, in DFA, you may have 3 states or more than the 3 states also possible. How many maximum states it can be? 2 power n. So, 2 power 3 states maximum it can be there. If you have 3 states in NFA, so 2 power 3, 8 states maximum it can have in a DFA. Okay. Maybe change in the final state. That is the 3 steps you should remember. Now, let me discuss the procedure of converting an epsilon NFA to an NFA. This is quite easy. Okay, let M be the representation of an epsilon NFA, which consists of set of states, alphabets, transition function, Q0 and F. And M dash is a converted NFA from the language or the mission M. Q dash, sigma dash, delta dash, Q0 and F is the NFA representation. Now remember one thing, as I said earlier, the initial state there is no change. So initial state of epsilon NFA will be the NFA state, means the epsilon NFA is Q dash, means Q naught dash is NFA is equal to initial state of epsilon NFA. That is what, there is no change in the initial state. Now the construction process of delta dash means the transition function only will change. How we will calculate? Meaning is that I am in state Q on alphabet X where I should go. Is it clear? I am in a state Q on taking some alphabet X where I should go. How it will be calculated is, first you calculate the epsilon closure of Q. We have already discussed how to compute the epsilon closure of Q in my earlier video. If you have not watched that video, I request you to go and watch that video for better understanding. So, whenever you want to calculate the moves on Q on X, first you need to calculate the epsilon closure of Q. Suppose epsilon closure of Q consists of 2 states, Q1, Q2. Let's take that. Now, Q1 on X you need to find. Q1 on X, which state it is going in the given epsilon NFA. Okay. Suppose it is going to state Q2. Let's take that. Q2 on X also you need to check it. Even it is also going to Q2. So, what you have to do? First you need to calculate the epsilon closure of Q. Let's take an example. Epsilon closure of Q is Q1, Q2. Now, Q1 on X you need to find in epsilon NFA, and Q2 on X also where it is going you need to find. Now Q1 on X and Q2 on X is going to Q2. Let's take that. That is what the delta. Is it clear? Now you need to calculate the epsilon closure of Q2. Now epsilon closure of Q2 is Q3. Let's take that. Then meaning is that Q on X you are going to a state called Q3. Is it clear? This is very important. If you remember this step, then the conversion of epsilon NFA to NFA is quite easy. So, you remember like this. First, you need to calculate the epsilon closure of Q. Now, what are the states you got? On that one, on X where you are moving, you have to check. For those states, you need to calculate the epsilon closure. So, which are the states you are getting? You can get it. Now, in this example, you got Q3 only. Let's take that. In some other example, you got Q3, Q4. Then what should I do? Should I make it as a single state or should I make it as a 2 separate states? As it is an NFA, Q on X means from a state on taking an alphabet, you can go to more than one state. So, you can write it as Q3 separately and Q4 separately. So, Q on X can go to Q3 and also can go to Q4. That is the meaning. Now, step 3, we have to identify the final state in the NFA. How we will do? Every state whose epsilon closure contains final state of epsilon NFA, Please remember one thing. Whenever we are having the epsilon NFA, we can calculate the epsilon closure of each state. Okay. Now, whenever we are calculating the epsilon closure of each state, let's take that Q naught epsilon closure is Q naught, Q1, Q2. And Q1 epsilon closure is Q1 comma Q2. Let's take that you have some epsilon NFA. And Q2 epsilon closure is Q2. Is it clear? Now, let's take that Q2 is the final state in that epsilon NFA. Now, what they are saying is that every state whose epsilon closure contains final state of epsilon NFA. So, final state of epsilon NFA is Q2. So, Q0 consists of epsilon. In epsilon closure, you have Q2. Q1 also consists of, and Q2 also consists of. So, they will act as a final states in the NFA. So, if for this example, Q0, Q1, Q2, all three will act as a final states in the NFA. So, that's what we said, maybe change in the final state. But there is no change in the initial state and no change in the total number of states. So, I hope you have understood how to convert an epsilon NFA to NFA. Means we have not discussed the example. I have discussed only the steps. In the next video, I will take few examples and I will discuss how to convert an epsilon NFA to NFA so that you can understand the concept in a better way. Thank you so much.